Good morning everybody, welcome back to Obesely. Today we've got another cooking video and it's on hummus. One of the tricks for making a creamy dreamy hummus is to shell all of the chickpeas. We'll just put a time lapse on here and do this. So we've only got one can of chickpeas in the house. We have lots of butter beans, cannellini beans, kidney beans, all that kind of jazz, but no chickpeas because I used them in yesterday's recipe for the onion soup. We're going with the Shelf Love motto and use anything in your pantry, which I know is probably not a good sign for hummus if you want to make it the best creamy dreamy hummus. I have a recipe that I have sworn by and loved for the last since I went to uni, must have been 18. It's from a cookbook from what Katie ate, and I guess it's not technically hummus, but it's like a white bean dip and it's really tasty, and she uses cannellini beans. But I guess we should eventually come back to this recipe and do it properly with 2 cans of chickpeas, and even better to do it with dried chickpeas. Noah and Ottolenghi say that it's really 100 times better with the dried chickpeas if you soak them overnight, or and then cook them, and you get the best creamy dreamy hummus. The cannellini beans all we find is to chuck in. It's just the chickpeas which need shelling. I'm really excited to try this hummus. I finished my book. I read Malibu Rising, which got really good reviews on Goodreads, and I didn't really know what I was getting into. The back doesn't give too much away, but it ended up being about a lot of the themes were cheating and I guess difficult childhood upbringings and generational kind of abandonment and attachment issues, and whew, it was a bit heavy if I do say so. I wasn't really ready to read that kind of genre. I'm much more the last series I read was A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and that's young adult, and that was really light and fun and solving mysteries and all that kind of stuff. And I thought this book was a mystery because the back kind of betrays it as a fire ends at the end of the night, and I kind of thought, oh, maybe it's about who set the fire and stuff, but it was much deeper really than that. The next book she wrote is The Other 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and then I don't know what the next book after that will be. I'm still reading the Shatter Me series, which is another adult fantasy dystopian series, which I am getting into. It's a very it's a light read and it's fun, and on the way to work I'm listening to Caraval, which is another young adult series, but it's a magical book, and that's a fun theme. It's going to be an exciting month of reading this month. Reading and cooking. Books and cooks. Has anyone made a delicious hummus recipe they like? Let me know in the comments below. And today, if you want to leave a chickpea emoji, peeling those chickpeas was fun. We're under a little bit of a time restriction. My flight, I've got to catch my flight soon, leave home in about 25 minutes. So I'm going to skip the 15-minute step of putting the chickpeas into enough water just to cover 1 teaspoon of salt and a pinch of cumin and simmer for 15 minutes until soft. I'm going to skip that because I did put the chickpeas in 20 minutes of water and soften them. We've got our lovely little skins here. We've got the cannellini beans, in we go. Look at the colour of those chickpeas without the skin. They look delicious, and they go. got 140 grams of tahini.